Welcome to the message from the Lord. My name is Nicole Legister. If this is your first time here, let me welcome you to this channel. And for those who always here, thank you again for being here. When you love Jesus, you give him your all. When you truly love Jesus Christ, you do so many things to please him. Why? Because you love him. You don't want to hurt his feeling. You don't want him to feel bad. You don't want him to feel left out. So what you do, you're always including him in your decision, in what you're doing in your life because you love him. Just like how many of us that meet a lady, that meet a man, and you say you come together and you marry to that man, and you ladies married to that man, and you man married to that lady, you say you love her. You do so many things to make she happy. Yes, you do so many things to put a smile on your wife's face. You do so many things to put a smile on your husband's face. Why? Because you love him. Why? Because you care for him, so you included him in your decision because you say you love him. No, many of us got to understand it's the same way like how you bring out so many good things for your wife, so many good things for your husband because you say you love him. You go, you buy him something. You go buy her something. You come back, you try to surprise him or her because you love him. You want they to be happy. You don't want nothing to happen to them. You call them every minute. You talk on the phone. Even if you're just dating, you're talking on the phone, consistently talking on the phone, trying to say how much you care for the person to not feel left out because you say you love him, because you say you love her. And so you come together, you get married, and you love each other, and you try to make your relationship work. And you always try to include your husband, your wife in the decision. That's the same thing the Lord is asking of you that claim that you love him. The same way like how you will be on the phone long hours, talking to your husband, talking to your wife, even some of us that are dating, talking to the person that we're dating on the phone 24 hours. It's the same way. The Lord wants you to dedicate your life even more than that to him. It's the same way you spend the time out to talk to your spouse, your wife, the person that you're dating. You spend so many time with them. It's the same way God wants you to spend a lot of time with him. The same way like when you're on the phone talking to him, the same way God wants you to pray, to read his Bible, to get to know more about him. Just like when you want to know more about your partner, it's the same way God wants you to know more about him. The same way like when you want to include your partner in this decision that you made, it's the same way God wants us to include him in what we are going to do in our life so that he can help direct the path that we should take. It's the same way God wants us to find that interest in him, to include in him in our decision, to include in him in what we are doing in our life. We say we love him, right? We say we do anything for him because we love Jesus Christ. But when it come on to minister a word, to tell somebody about God, we say to ourselves, make them go on, we not say nothing to them. God wants us to tell people about him. And just like how you come to work, tell your co-worker how your husband surprised you, how your husband do this for you. It's the same way you have to tell people about how God do this, do that for you, so that they too can get to know God, so that they too can see God even in you by the way that you live and also by the way how you talk about God. You draw people to God based on how you talk about God. If you keep on as a Christian saying negative about God, God don't come to you wondering what God is doing. What are you telling the unsaved? That God is not going to fulfill the Christian needs. So the unsaved don't want to come to know God because of all your negative that you talk about God in front of the unsaved. And you know, being a Christian, you got to go through the suffering just like how Christ, when he was here, go through the suffering. You have to go through it, but in the long run, there's a blessing at the end. And even while living on this earth, God still provide ways for us. God still make ways for us to be happy. But many of us say we love Christ, but we don't talk much good about what God have done for us. We talk good about what our husband do. We talk good about what our wife do. But what about talking good about what God have done for us? You say you love Jesus Christ. Many of us that are in the faith, that baptized, that are filled with the gift of the Holy Spirit, sometimes just the way how you behave in front of a person cause them not to want to know the God that you are serving. Why? Because how you behave badly, how you curse, how you lie, how you carry on, how you show hatred to your brothers and sisters, and then you say you are a Christian. And then you say you love God and you forgot that God is love. And you forgot that God will show love. And you forgot that God will do the things that are right. He will not lie. He will not steal. He will not backbite. He will tell you the truth though. And the truth sometimes will hurt. But it's for us to fix up ourselves. But many of us are not sharing those things with others. But we say we love God. But we say we love him so much that we're not going to give up on him. And the least little thing happen, we start to curse God and forgot what he said. That we are going to go through the suffering. It's hard. Yes, the Lord knows it's hard. He once was here and he keep on saying it. I once was here. I know how it feels. I know. The Lord is saying he knows. But he still show you that he go through it. He still show you that he rely upon the Father. The Father that dwell on the inside. He rely on the Spirit. And he is the Lord Jesus Christ. And he is God Almighty. He rely on it, not on the flesh. Because he know the flesh cannot do this. It take God that live on the inside, God that dwell on the inside to do the work. And it's the same thing God that make us know that we have to rely on him. We have to depend on him, and so that he will do the work in our life. But what are we doing out there? We talk, we carry on, and even the least little thing, we get angry. We don't know how to control our anger. We do not know how to control our temper, especially when you're in the front of unsaved. The least little thing you give them word to speak bad about God. The least little thing you give them an upper hand and make they think that God is nothing. Make they think that, yes, because the devil go into them and make they think what you said is so God is, when it's not sometime. Because many say negative, and that's not how God is. But when we learn to speak the truth about God, yes, when you're talking in front of others, you know, sometimes God don't come at that time. But he's sure going to come on the other time. And you can tell them too how God have come through for you. Yes, many of us got to understand it's a relationship you have with God. You have to understand it's a personal thing. You have to work out your salvation with him. Sometimes it's not everything you have to tell somebody. Something that happened for you, Christ don't do this for you, but you know the truth that God is coming out for you somewhere, somehow. You don't have to tell the person how you feel on the front, because sometimes when we're angry, we speak so bad. Sometimes we have to learn to stop a minute, think before we speak. We have to do that. Think before we even utter our mouth. Because sometimes something catch us by surprise. And the enemy will look to say, you see this, that, God not do this, God not doing that. And we don't think before we speak, we just start curse. Christian, people who have God, who want to come on to serve God, you have to think too. When things happen surprisingly that get you off board, that make you feel bad, don't quick to curse God. Don't quick to judge him. Don't quick to say him not doing this, because the devil will do that. And what he is doing is not just doing it to you, but those who are around you that hear it. If they are not strong enough, they will believe what you said, that the devil speaks through you, the lie about God. So God is saying right now today, be careful what you speak around others who are unsaved. Even those who are Christians, sometimes they may be going through things, and you that are Christian too, you have to help sharpen each other. So sometimes when things are going on in your life, you have to be careful how you utter your mouth. Be careful. Wait. Think it over before you utter your mouth, because the things that you say will condemn you if it's not true. The things that you say will make you sin against yourself. So you have to be careful what you speak when you're ignorant, when you're angry, when you're being catch by surprise. Learn to catch back yourself and observe, and don't talk as yet. Be patient. Be patient and listen attentively, because the devil is working overtime, and the least little thing he would do to get your members, yes, even pastors who are Christians, so that they will get angry too and say things in front of their members that they shouldn't have said, and they know it was a trick of the enemy. And when they go back in their room and they start to talk to God, they realize what they were doing was wrong, but they already say it out in the open. And so unsaved who hear it may now doubt God's power, may now feel like God can't do anything, because they don't say the negative out in the open. And sometimes these people, you don't get a chance to see them back, to tell them that God come true for you when you even were angry. Sometimes you don't see them back, but they run, they're gone. The devil make them hear the negative that you have spoken as a Christian, and they think it is true. But we have to be careful what we speak in front of even unsaved, even in front of people who are Christian, who are going through testing, because sometimes they're going through testing and need help to uplift them. But the negative that you speak as a Christian get them down too. So everything that we believers, even unsaved, speak, we have to be careful. Because you have unsaved that know the power of God. You have unsaved that want to come in to Christ. You have unsaved that know that God is real. And they know too that sometimes the things that they speak, they have to be careful too. They know because they read it. Unsaved read their Bible just as Christians read their Bible. So they know too. So the Lord is sending a message to those who know better to do better. Those who know that it's wrong, to stop it. Those who know that it is wrong, fix up what you're doing and get it right. So this is a message the Lord is sending. Be careful what you speak around people. Even the negative that you talk about people, be careful what you do. Because the wrong information go out. The wrong information received by an unsaved that is not right about Christ will cause them to lose their soul. You say you love God. You say you care for him. But are you showing him all those care? Are you showing him that you're interested in him? Are you giving him your time? Are you giving him the time of your life? Because you say you love him, you know. Are you making him be surprised of giving him all the praise? Make him see that you are doing what you want, that he want you to do? Are you make him see that you are doing what him want you to do? Because God tell us what he want us to be doing in the word. and what we should not be doing. Are we following the commandment to make God happy? Just like what we want to please our husband. We know husband don't like a certain food. We're not going to give him it. We know wife don't like a certain food. We're not going to give her. So we know God don't like lie. We know we have to stop it. We know that God don't like people that commit fornication. So we know we have to stop it. He don't like the sin. He don't like it. He wants us to change. So you got to understand so many things that God do not like. Person who kill, covetousness people, bad mind people. You have to change your ways. Be happy for people when they receive something so that when you get yearn, they can be happy for you. Come on, the Lord said that we should love one another. Loving one another is caring for one another. Be careful what we speak about each other. Be careful what we say around each other that will cause each other's soul to be lost. We love each other, so we want them to be saved, to come into heaven, not to be burning in hell when judgment comes. Because we love each other. And we say we love God. Because God wants us to love each other. Because He said that. He said it in the Word. So we have to care about others, not just for family alone. Not just within a circle alone. We have to care about others. Because in the end, we're going to live with each other in heaven. So we have to start to appreciate others while we are here. No, I agree that many people are so wicked because many people give their soul to the devil. Yes, I agree. But that never said we're going to have hatred in our heart towards them. No, because God so much love each other. He said it. You understand? But you're going to leave them if you try to encourage them. They don't want to come into Christ, don't want to accept Christ. Then the Lord give us the opportunity so we not to stay in the seat of sinner, sit in the congregation of sinner and righteousness too. So He give us that opportunity to say, when you know somebody going to bring down your soul to hell, you know you have to leave them there. Because you are encouraging and not listening, you have to leave them. And make sure so you focus on yourself to get it right. Because many are out there. People that are out there that say they want to come into Christ. But what are they doing? They're not doing anything to make it right. So you have to be careful as a Christian too. So the Lord wants us to love Him. Show Him the same love. Just like when we are so in love with our partner, we try to please Him. We try to talk to her, tell her all about their day. The Lord wants you to have that special communication with Him. And even more, because the Lord wants you to put Him first in your life, first over your wife, first over your husband, first over your children. Because why? He came here. He died for you. Why? Because He loved you first. He know you before you even know that partner. And He was always there before even you get that partner. So God wants you to appreciate Him, love Him, talk good about Him. Yes, there are things that God agree with and there are things that God don't agree with. You can make people know that too and know what God stands for. But the moment, again, the Lord's going to say this, the moment when you're angry in something and you catch off guard, don't quick to curse God. Be careful what you speak around others, because the wrong thing go out, other people will hear it. Unsaved will hear it and think it is even true about God if you're saying something lie about Him. And if they hear the wrong, many of them will run with it because they expect good from you as a Christian. And they don't know that you were angry at the moment when you speak out a thing. They don't know. And so they will just listen to what you say and don't serve God. Because you have people when they get angry, then say why they must serve God. You have people who do that. God now come true for them. You have people who do that. And that's not true, because God will always come true for you. It may not happen yet, but He's coming through. But He tells us again we have to go through the suffering just like Him. And He shows us how we can overcome it. And He shows us how to manage it. It's not going to be easy. And He knows it. But He wants you to understand This is what it takes to make it in. This is a sacrifice that it takes to be in heaven, because he came here. He died. He sacrificed himself on the cross for us. He died for us so that we can make it into heaven. But what are you doing today? You have to go through the suffering too, the work. You have to go through it. But even though you're going through it, in the midst of it, God always bring a joy in your life. God always show up. God always make a way. God always come through and make you happy and make you even surprised that God really do this like that for you. You know it too. So be careful again when you speak, when you're angry. If God don't do something for you, be careful even around your children too. Because even as Christians, sometimes we're going through something and our children are in the midst, we start to talk negative. And the child grow up, don't want to worship God because of what daddy said about him. Because when you were going through, what were you going through? You see, we have to be careful. Again, remember to love God. Be happy. And I will see you again in my next video. Take care. Bye.